Hello, people of the universe. Welcome to my planet. First off, I'd like to apologize for the terrible lighting and probably the terrible sound quality. Filming on my iPad. I'm sorry. So I just filmed this video and it was really awkward, so I'm going to try and make it a little less awkward. It probably won't work. I'm going to try. Anyway, this is all the books I hope to read in March. And it's not even like the books I want to read all of these in March because it's a lot of books. It's more like, it's like a stencil. Like, out of the books I am going to read in March, I want these to be like sort of a selection, like what I want to read. So, let's get into it. First book is a really, really short book, and that is Tuck Everlasting. Already made a mistake. It's fine. Tuck Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt. This, I have honestly no idea what this is about. I think it's like a springtime book. There's a movie made from it. I think Alexis Bledel, if that's how you say her name, I'm sorry, plays Winnie, which is the main character, I believe. It's like a tiny mass market paperback book, but it's like not set up like a mass market paperback at all. It's weird. Anyway, it's just a tiny paperback. It's so cute. So yeah, first book I'd like to read. It's super, super short. Like, super short. I'm sorry, I keep looking at my face and not the camera. I'm gonna look at the camera. So anyway, it's super, super short. I hope I can read it. Next book I'm hoping to read, I've already read it because you can tell by the extensive tabs. Dash and Lily's Book of Dares by Rachel, I think Cohn, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say her last name, and David Levithan. I should just look up how to say her last name. It's fine. Yeah, David Levithan, Rachel Cohn, Dash and Lily's Book of Dares. This is one of my all-time favorite books, along with Peter Pan. I love the Netflix show as well. So yeah, I sort of just fell in love with these characters. You know how it is when you fall in love with fictional characters. You know how it is. Prize for the most awkward camera woman, filmer, YouTuber, award goes to me. Thank you. Okay, the reason I'm reading this after I've already read it last December, not like last December, like 2 months ago, which was last December. You know what I'm trying to say. Is because I found this at the thrift store for 25 cents, and that is The 12 Days of Dash and Lily by Rachel Cohn and David Levithan. This is the second book in a trilogy. I'm excited. They're both short books, as you can tell. Like, they're both very short. They're like under 300 pages, but they're just so good. They really are. They really are. 215 pages, this one, and this one I think is a little more than that. Yeah, it's 260 pages, 215. I'm so excited to read them. Again, like, I'm excited to read this again, and I'm excited to start reading this. Actually, I've already read like 5 pages of this, and I like it so far, so I'm excited. Sorry, I spent way too much time on those 2 books, but I love them. Or the first one, but I'm sure I'm gonna like the second one too. Next is The Enchanted Wood by Enid Blyton. This is a Magic Faraway Tree story. Like, it's the first one apparently in the series. I think it's series. I have the Magic Faraway Tree book as well as this. I'm not really sure what this is about. I think it's about 3 kids, and they meet magical creatures. Like, they move into a new house, and there's like an enchanted wood, and it's like magical creatures or whatever, fairies, I don't know. But yeah, it's like a simple little classic, and I'm excited to read it because the writing seems very simple, and I can just like read it like really, really fast. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Liz and Grace. I've already started reading this twice. Got halfway through twice, and just for some reason stopped there. Not because it wasn't good or because I wasn't enjoying it or just because anything about it was wrong. It's a fantastic book, fantastic writing, fantastic story. Just, it's really, really good. I just stopped reading it. I don't know why. So that hopefully will change this month. Hopefully I can finish it this month. Next is Anne of Avonlea by Lucy Maud Montgomery. This is the second book in the Anne Frankenthal series, which I believe to be an 8-book series. I could be completely wrong. But yeah, I'm hoping to read this. I'm actually buddy reading this with my friend Isabella. So hi Isabella if you're watching this. So yeah, I'm hoping to read this month as well. Obviously, she's reading it too. Yeah. So awkward. Girls to the Front by Sarah Marcus, the true story of the Riot Girl Revolution. If you've seen the movie Moxie or read the book, you know what the Riot Girl Revolution is, or even if you haven't seen or read either of those things, then you might know what it is. But you might not, because I asked a lot of people if they know what I'm talking about, like if they know what that is, and a lot of people don't know what the Riot Girl Revolution is. It's just a little sad, because it's shaped, in my opinion, it sort of shaped modern day feminism. Like it sort of started this whole thing that it would be different today if that hadn't started. It would be different. So, again, I'm already halfway through this. I stopped because I was in a little bit of reading slump while I was reading it. So I just couldn't enjoy it as much as I would have if I wasn't in a reading slump. And the reason I was in a reading slump, I don't know why. But the reason I got out of my reading slump, which brings me to my next book, is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han, which I will be reading the second book of the trilogy, hopefully this month. They're very short. It's not even that they're like the shortest books. They're like under 200 pages. Yeah, this one's under 200, or not under 300 pages. This one's under 300 pages. But they're just simple writing, simple, quick to fly through stuff. They're not exactly the most carefree, fun, summer, like romance sort of thing. It has a side plot of romance. But it deals with grief. It's not like grief heavy, but it does like in my opinion, it's not grief heavy, but it does deal with grief, and I do trigger warning, for that. But I like the book, and I'm hoping to read the second book. Next is Hide by Kirsten White. This is about 14 competitors with 7 days. Each morning at dawn, they have to hide in this abandoned amusement park, formerly known as the Amazement Park. And then each night at dusk, they have to go back to camp, and they can sleep, load up on supplies, and then again at dawn, they go hide in the camp. And there are people looking for them, but it takes a weird turn, and it is marketed as a supernatural thriller. A lot of people, there are some really mixed reviews on this book. A lot of people say they did not like it, and then others say they really enjoyed it. I don't know what to believe, but I've already read most of this book, and I can say, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I can say that I am really enjoying it. I like the way it's written. I like how it's third person and not first person. A lot of these types of books are in first person, but I'm very glad it's in third person. So, Hide by Kirsten White. I've already read most of it. I really like it. I have like 30 pages left. I just need to finish it today. I need to finish it, but yeah, hoping I can read that. I'll finish it because I'm enjoying it. It got a little boring. I feel like it's gotten boring at the parts where it's supposed to like get really sped up and like interesting, and like at the parts where it's just like you're hearing their inner dialogue. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Or the journals, the little journal entries. I'm not trying to spoil anything, but those are interesting to me. Actually, no, not the second part where they show them, but the first part. I thought that was interesting, and then it got a little boring, but then it was fun because it sped up and it was cool. Anyway, I liked it. Definitely have a favorite character. Definitely rooting for that favorite character. Definitely was immediately bonded to that character when they first introduced them. Not saying if it's a boy or girl. You can try and guess. Or not. I don't care. No, nobody's watching this right now. Next book, Emergency Contact. Let me say that again. Emergency Contact by Mary H.K. Choi. This is a very popular, I think, young adult romance. I don't really know anything about it. Apparently it's sad. It's one of those like text message romances, so like they send a lot of text and stuff like that, and you can see it in the book. Seems interesting. The cover's obviously super pretty. I also got this at the same thrift store as I got 12 Days of Dash and Lily. It is I got it for 25 cents for the paperback. Yeah, that's really cool. It's not in brand new condition by any means, but I buy a lot of secondhand books. But this, as you can see, there's some wear and tear on the E here, and there's a big bend in the book, in that streak there. And last but not least, well, it might be least, I don't know, I haven't read it yet, I don't know how good it is Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. So yeah, oh, I just realized I haven't said all of these names. Or have I? Actually, I have. I think I have. Go me! Sorry. Yeah, and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. Well, my voice just got really gravelly and stuff. This is also a young adult romance. It's about, I honestly don't know what this is about. I purposely haven't read the synopsis because I kind of just want to go into the book blind and just read it. So yeah, that's exciting. I think it takes place in France, or Paris, France. Eiffel Tower. Literally in the book. So yeah, so that was it for all the books I wanted to read this month. Thank you so much for watching. Little here. I'm sorry it was so awkward. I'm sorry it was just weird. The lighting was terrible, but probably sound quality is bad too. Anyway, I hope you were able to push through and see the books I wanted to read this month. And if anybody's watching this video, let me know what books you're hoping to read this month. Or just in general, in your lifetime. You know, whatever books you want to read. Or books you're interested in. Whatever. Yeah, I will see you next time I post a video, which hopefully will be soon. Have a good day. And have the rest of your week, you know, whatever. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera at all. Something just hit the window. Probably a bug. Anyway, bye. I will see you next time I post, hopefully, which will be soon. Happy March Women's History Month. Bye!